Huber, Michael Juergens, Vershawn Lee, and Ryan Vandemark plays right tackle. McCarthy, shotgun, throws left, pitch and catch. Ty Felton hit at the 13-yard line, out of bounds about right there.
Let's see if the operation is cleaner today.
Both teams won their first preseason game. McCarthy on a straight drop, throws right, caught near the first down marker, and a couple of tight ends left. Bartholomew outside of Jurasic, and it's a gun run to Damon Claiborne, and the Baltimore Ravens snipped it out and thrust him down to the turf at US Bank Stadium. It's going to be a loss of a yard. Excellent penetration by inside linebacker Dominic, who has the only Vikings touchdown reception this preseason. In motion left, it's a screen to Ty Felton. Miles Price blocking it up, doing the best he can, but Ty grinds his way to the 29-yard line. 3rd and 16 for the Ravens. Scoreless first quarter. Huntley takes the snap. Great drop, bounces around, and gets away from a sack. Steps up, pumps again. Snoop Huntley fires up the middle. He's taken down at the 38 for a run of 4.
It was positive yards. Hopefully we can get now into 3rd and manageable after this play.
McCarthy takes a high snap, gets away from a blitz. Ooh, a deep one to Ty Felton. Get up there, Ty. Yes! Brings it in at the 12, maybe the 11-yard line. Pay, and it's a connection of 50 and a first down.
Great job by McCarthy keeping the play alive with his feet, and then he just saw that one-on-one matchup between Dante McMillan and Ty Felton and said, you know what, I'm throwing a 50-50 ball. And Felton, who's having an unbelievably good training camp, Paul, he's really stepped up his game, comes down with a big catch.
Drops the ball, hits him in the numbers, so that's great redemption right there for Ty Felton.
Pistol formation, McCarthy in front of Claiborne. McCarthy pumps twice, throws left flat, caught Claiborne, 10-5. And with a burst, gets down to the 2-yard line on 1st and goal. So it's 2nd and goal. McCarthy, shotgun. Miles Price, short motion to the right. McCarthy looks that way. He throws it incomplete. Miles Price, it went right through his hands. JJ threw a fastball. Jay Ward is in the game on the edge. Huntley's probably saw the Jackson Dart hit, so he picks up on it, throws over the middle, incomplete, and no flags. And he ran 12 times for 34 yards last game at the Giants. McCarthy hit from behind, and he is sacked. Mike Green, second-year outside linebacker for Marshall, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, Mike Green was able to eventually get around Henry Bird at left tackle, but the timing of that play was off. I mean,
3.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. McCarthy, shotgun. It's a gun run. Claiborne lickety split up the middle between the hash marks. Across the 50, hit at the 45, stopped at the 45. That's 10 yards.
We know what he can do on the field. A little bit of a Swiss Army knife, so excited for him this season.
Huntley, 0 of 2. He's fast, eludes pressure, runs to the left side, gets to the 15, takes cold day.
Credit to Chuck Demings on that play. He's really, really physical and good at the press corner when he's rolled up on the wide receiver. Because of physicality on that timing throw, he just threw everything off. The timing wasn't there, and the ball was inaccurate.
Trayvon Rudolph heels on the 24. He wiggles to the left. That was nice. Now he sprints out to the right, gets to the 40, by the sideline, shoved out of bounds at the 46. Minnesota Vikings, he just got hired June 1st, and one of the first moves he made was bringing in this guy.
Well, Pete, you know, you've played a lot of special teams and you understand special teams. If you're going to give up ground on the return, you better make it count, because a lot of coaches hate that when you go the opposite direction.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And when you bounce it outside, it usually means you're going backwards. But great job by the special teams. They started out with a penalty, but since then,
in doing so, you know that internal clock's going off. You still have to slow down your arm speed.
Vikings 1 of 4 on 3rd down. McCarthy hit as he throws, lofted up a nice one left side that time. Huntley going to fake a toss left, throw right. That was nice. Caught by Josh Cuevas, the tight end, turns it up at the 25. And he's taken down after a 22-yard catch and run. Taken down by Jacob Thomas, who had an 1st and 10 for the Vikings from their own 32. We're scoreless. Huntley, Ward, Room. Roberts brings him down. That's the other Jacob.
Always felt like he's the underdog. He's got to work a little bit harder than everybody else, and I think these last 2 preseason games he's really shown out.
The other Jacob Roberts goes on a drop. Third down, pass right, caught first down for the Ravens. First down, Tyler Huntley, 7th year from Utah. Straight drop, blitz, and Huntley throws right, and it is caught by Cuevas. Has made 16 starts through 6 seasons for the Ravens. And from under center, quick drop, screen left, caught by Tal Tolliver, and he turns the corner with Jake Golday, the Cincinnati rookie.
Now, again, did not make a play on that particular play, but I love the awareness by the rookie.
Blitz, Huntley fires over the middle, and it's caught by Jacoby Lane. Snap spot. Right-footed kick is good. Loop. There it is. We have points.
Would-be tacklers.
We have a new quarterback. It's veteran Carson Wentz. Handoff on 1st and 10 up the middle. 2nd down. So that's an offensive line change. Vikings 1 of 5 on 3rd down. Also in Tristan Lee, undrafted from Clemson. He's the right tackle. Pass right by Wentz. Caught. Middle of the 2nd quarter, 3-0 Baltimore. Xavier Scott, the tailback. Carson Wentz out of the shotgun. Looks left, shakes the shoulders, throws right. Xavier Scott caught it, kept his feet, turned it up to about the 39-yard line. He has 1 receiving touchdown in the regular season. It was from Carson Wentz at Dublin last year against Pittsburgh. Wentz quickly throws left to wide receiver Dylan Bell. The center is Michael Juergens. That's Blake Brandle's backup. Handoff Xavier Scott, some room to the left side with a burst.
But the guy's loaded with talent.
He had 11 receiving touchdowns and 5 rushing touchdowns at Georgia. Wentz, straight drop, sidearm to the right, caught Jurasic. Ball was tipped. He caught it at the line of scrimmage, thrown back for a yard. Wentz facing a blitz. Safety, blitz got through, and Wentz is taken down. Sneaky safety blitz by these Baltimore Ravens. That was Keandre Jackson, 2nd year from Illinois State. It's a loss of 9, and rookie Brett Thorson is in to punt.
Yeah, that's why defenses blitzing that down and distance, Ben, because you don't have any hot routes, because it's not going to get you the first down. And Carson Wentz,
and making his presence felt. He made a play last week with the interception. He's making plays again today.
Approaching the 2-minute warning. Fignano, straight drop, got away from a sack, runs up the middle, and Golday brings him down.
Be a first down. That's a great job.
Wentz loops one, double coverage. Get up there, Jayshon.
Yeah.
Nice. Jayshon Jones to the Ravens 44-yard line. Timeout. Jayshon Jones, 36-yard reception. First full year from Maryland, spent 24.
You just got to know when to use those things in the right moments.
Wentz, 9 of 11, 92 yards. Back to pass, straight drop, and he is sacked for a 2nd time. Carson Wentz taken down by a couple of members of the Ravens. So that's going to back the Vikings up to about the 34-yard line. Once again, 2nd sack against Carson Wentz. What happened here? Claiborne missed a chip.
Yeah, just a great job.
Timeout. Minnesota, their 3rd.
52-yard try, right hash to finish the first half. Snap spot, and it's good. Will Reichard. Will giving us a thrill. How great is it having Will on the squad?
Yeah, it brings a calm because, you know, when he goes out on the field, that, you know, you're all but guaranteed 3 points. You know that he's going to execute, and then, you know, he executes on the kickoff right here.
Again, Nolan has just been here since early June, so basically just a handful, a little more of players he's had the opportunity to bring in. One of them, Trayvon Rudolph, a punt returner, had a nice punt return earlier in the game. First down, 3-3.
Max.
Xavier Scott. Oh, look at Xavier with the nimble feet. Spin off a Raven, bounce off another at the 10, and he's taken down at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, Rob did an excellent job. He navigated a unique offseason. Did it with class, like you would expect, knowing him. It was productive. They supplemented the roster in terms of evaluation or acquisition. It's something that we use in coordination with our evaluation, and it can tell us, you know, certain things and point us in the right direction, and can be predictive. And
what are some traits you noticed about them? Nolan?
Well, what I notice about them right away is just that they're so driven to perfect their craft. what I knew about him coming into this was that he's an elite play caller and an elevator in that way. He's a leader of men, and he's put together one heck of a coaching staff too. So there's a lot to like. Jacobs had a nice camp for us as well.
Vignano, toss right. Dante McMillan, the tailback, undrafted Eastern Michigan.
Evaluating our team, going to attempt to acquire and then preparing for the draft. That starts now.
Vignano, 3rd and 11, throws it over the middle, caught first down, blown tackle, and inside the 15. A 3rd-year 4th rounder from North Carolina. So the Ravens, in a touchdownless game, are the closest to the end zone they've gotten all day. Now, before that play, Nolan, we were showing Jawan Jennings on the sidelines. And, you know, he's new to the Vikings. You coming from Seattle, super familiar with Jawan Jennings.
And he has the ability to put the defense in conflict just because of his vision, but then also his level of physicality.
Vignano throws left, caught, and touchdown, Baltimore Ravens. LeJonte Wester is in game against Philadelphia. He has the only touchdown of the game and is from the arm of Joe Vignano, undrafted UConn. And the Ravens have taken a 9-3 lead.
You know, Nolan, I'll hit you with this just to kind of.
As Wes Phillips, once again calling the entire offensive game for the Vikings, goes hurry up as Brosmer goes back to pass, throws right, nice pass. And that's caught by Dylan Bell. Dylan Bell brings it in. First down for the Vikings.
Pretty interesting how we're changing up the speed of play.
Guard and tackle and center and all that. And they can maybe play it good. Maybe not great, but good. You know, where does that weigh in to maybe a guy that's like really good at just a right guard spot?
4th down play, 4th and 3. 10-3 Ravens. Brosmer throws it over the middle, incomplete. And the Ravens have turned the Vikings over on downs.
You just talked about it, the athleticism.
Blitz. Oh, sack. Yes. Hey, we got a sack with the general manager in the booth. That's fantastic. The sack goes the way for the Minnesota Vikings.
Kenny Dyson.
Kenny Dyson, yeah, he's new to the squad. Kenny Dyson, new to the squad.
Impact.
So with Caleb Banks, just quickly, I was chatting with Brian Flores. Man, it was weeks ago.
To acquire that said player, that you have the background information that you need, and you're getting eyes on as many football players as you can possibly. Again, going back to that war of attrition, we need all of them.
In a game with 1 touchdown scored by the Ravens, who blitz, throw over the middle, caught first down. Jayshon Jones between the hash marks, and he dropped it, and the Ravens recovered it. And the Ravens are in Vikings territory after the fumble recovery. Oh, that's your guy. Amani Oruwariye, the former Lion. Oruwariye. All right, 4th and 1, 2 tight ends, and the beat-beating fullback to the right. Handoff right. Stood up near the line of scrimmage.
They got it.
He got it.
They got it.
Come on.
Could have been a touchdown.
Snap spot.
Only 3 points. Yep, only 3 points.
All right, Ravens have a 13-3 lead, 8:45 to go in the game.
I'll make sure you get to come with us.
All right,
we would love to do that.
4th and short.
Let's go, Jamar.
Yes, Jefferson.
There we go.
Hey.
Good run!
Jamar
Good
Jefferson.
Run! Pick him up!
Signed August 12th. Looks like he having a good
pick him
time.
up!
Yep.
Hey, Josh, you mentioned the culture and the group and the guys. You still make the rookies sing?
Yes, we do. We've actually had a really good rookie this year, so
good singers.
I would give them their props. We had
sack.
We started off nice, and you know we're finishing up. You know, as we head into this last week, we only have like a couple guys left, but we've had a good group. You know you could say everything you want. You can read the whole dictionary, but I can feel energy, and you can feel his energy is very pure.
We're minus 2 in the take give.
Turnovers, man. All about the ball. That's number 1 in our football philosophy.
Yeah,
we're not doing good with that today.
That safety, Silas Walters, undrafted rookie safety from Miami of Ohio.
Come on, off the field, come on. Let's go. Off the field. Let's go, D, set and change. D.
As we have a few minutes to say goodbye to you, some thoughts on Kyler Murray into the regular season. Ben, you first.
Well, I think everybody's just very
That's the game
excited
of the game.
about what he can do within this offense.